KXVS, the voice of Stockton, or its parents, affiliates, management, and staff.
Welcome to my city, Stockton, where the weak be stuck on methamphetamines. Crack cocaine, heroin, PCP, but they clean up nice and they gon' be free. What once was a bill ain't stuck in the mud. We're a city on the rise, bringing in new blood. Pacific Rim riding in high tide, bringing in new business on a mobile slide. Welcome to my city, Stockton. Welcome to my city, Stockton. Welcome to my city, Stockton. Welcome to my city, Stockton.
What's up? This is Reggie Galindo, a.k.a. Thuggdork, with Seriously Funny, and my boy Dre.
What's up?
What's up? Are we on?
Nice, nice.
All right, Stockton, California. What's going on? This is the RE Double Jizzle, Thuggdork in the house. My boy Dre. What's up, Dre?
No, man. What's cracking with it, Reg?
Man, so today's a very special day, man. I celebrate 12 years. I haven't used any 12 years, man.
Man, congratulations.
Yeah,
I didn't
12
know that.
years, a dozen years. You didn't know?
No, I don't be on Facebook like that, man.
Oh,
I'll be at
man.
home doing my own little thing.
12 years is my, 12
nice.
years, man.
Nice.
So it's funny because
Predecessor now.
when you hit 12 years clean, it's like you start remembering. I want to send a shout out to a couple people real quick. First off, to my girl for having my back, going through me with my addiction and my she never seen me high, which is a beautiful thing.
All right.
But going through me with my depression, my anxiety, my ups and downs, you know, all that stuff. And so big shouts out to her. Today I was thinking about my cousin Robert Galindo. I hope you're listening, Thoughts. When I got back to Stockton, 2006, right?
Right.
I had no clothes. I had one outfit, man. I had no clothes, and my little cousin took me shopping.
Nice.
Took me and bought me a whole brand new wardrobe.
Right.
Yeah, I thought I was on a game show. I came up to him. I was like, "Hey, cuz, do you got any T-shirts or anything?" He was like, "What are you talking about?" He said, "What do you mean?" I said, "Do you have any clothes? Like, you have any?"
Is he even your size?
Yeah,
Oh,
we know
okay,
Mexicans.
okay,
We're all the same size.
Okay, all right. but
Pachuco Holmes,
but really, you're tall to be a Mexican, though, man.
Right.
You
so,
know that, right?
So my cousin Thoughts, he tells me, my cousin says, I tell him, I go, "Do you have any shirts and pants and stuff?" And he says, "What are you talking about?" He goes, "You don't have no clothes?" I said, "Man, I ain't got no clothes." He said, "Man, I'm gonna pick you up. I'm gonna take you shopping." So he took me. First he took me to his house. Walked into his walk-in closet. It was like the mall.
Yeah.
He just started stuffing bags, and he just got a garbage bag. Literally got a garbage bag and just started stuffing clothes in a bag.
Right.
All brand new, all brand new, because he's always suited and booted and fitted. So everything was brand new. Took home 2 garbage bags.
Yeah.
And then he took me to the mall.
Let me ask you, at this time, was this around the time you was ready to change your life?
I was ready to
or
change
was
my
you
life.
still out
I was
there?
brand
Okay.
new. I was brand new I was struggling to get clean. I would get like 30 days clean, 60
Right.
days clean, and I would relapse. So if you're out there struggling with addiction, don't give up, because the miracle will happen. I must have relapsed about 6 times, man.
Right.
Yeah. So I tried everything. I tried when I first got clean, I tried I said to myself, I'm only gonna do coke, right?
Yeah.
With the homies in the club, right?
Yeah.
So I remember doing coke. Shouts out to Dion. My boy Dion used to own I forgot the name of the it's called Ruby's now, but I forgot the name of it before. He used to own a nightclub, and he used to pay me to do comedy there, and I would never show up, and I'd always flake on him.
Right.
And he hired me as a bartender. I think I worked like 3 days. Right?
Yeah.
So I started doing coke, right? A little bit of coke, and I couldn't breathe, man. I couldn't breathe with all that coke in my nose. So I ended up doing some meth, right?
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I did meth again. I'm like, damn, that didn't work. And so the next thing I did was I was like, I'm just gonna smoke weed. But weed is so powerful, right?
Right.
It's a powerful
Right,
drug.
it is.
I was so high on the weed, I needed some meth to wake up, you know,
Yeah.
off the weed. So there I was doing meth again. So then I said, I'm just gonna drink alcohol. And I started drinking. I was a bartender. It was weird. My boy hired me as a bartender. I don't even know how to bartend. All I did was open beers and tell jokes.
Right.
That's all. So first couple days I got drunk.
Yeah.
And man, I did some meth, and so I knew at that point that I can't do any drugs, man.
All right.
Yeah. So it's been a long history. If you struggle, man, I remember thinking to myself, and I would trick myself. I would do little things like, I'm only going to do a little 20 sack, right? I'm only going to do a 20 sack.
Right.
I'm only going to do a little bit. I'm going to buy a little bit.
And you really believe it at the time.
I believed it, man. I was like,
believe it.
I thought it had willpower.
Right. You thought you were strong enough.
Man, you can't just do a little bit.
Right.
Of
You
meth.
thought you were stronger than the dope.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. So 12 years ago. So my last day high, right?
Yeah.
I'm sitting. This is how audiences that follow my real. I don't want to be making up stories, right? This is the truth, right?
Okay.
I got what's called drug-induced psychosis.
Right.
When I do meth, I'm done.
You go crazy.
Man, I go crazy.
Right.
When you see people wigging out in
That's
front of the
you.
store, that's me. So I will pick up a newspaper and I will see a hidden message in the newspaper.
Right.
Right? And it'll always tell me, it'll be like, go to Sacramento.
Yeah.
Right? So I go to Sacramento, I'll be looking for the next newspaper. And it would never be the regular newspaper. It'd always be like some weird newspaper, like even the Peace and Justice Network newspaper or something. It'd be some like
any newspaper, anything had a message in it to you.
yeah, everything had a message in it.
Message,
I would read the hidden messages, and the message would be like, "Go around the corner." So I go around the corner, and I find a receipt. I'd find a receipt on the ground, literally a receipt from Burger King or something, and I'd read the receipt and it'd say, "Go down the street," right?
Right.
So these messages have me going everywhere, Cuddy. They have me going everywhere. So I'm in San Francisco, right?
Right.
I'm tired of the messages. I'm like, man, I'm like, you guys got me in San Francisco. I started in Tracy.
Yeah,
right?
you don't want to play no more.
I don't want to play no more. I'm thinking Illuminati right at the time. And now I'm like, now you just playing with me, right? Like I've proven myself. I've proven my worthiness. Show me the hidden meaning.
The code.
You know? The code. Show me
I've
the
been
code.
breaking the code all this time.
Yeah. Hey man, you know what? It's funny.
He was on the Da Vinci Code.
Hey, it's funny that we can laugh about this,
Yeah, right.
but it wasn't funny when it was happening.
At the time, it was serious.
So my last day high, I wasn't even high. I hadn't gotten high. I remember one time they picked me up. The cops did. I was sleeping in a park or somewhere, and they woke me up. The cops woke me up, and they said, "Look," and I started talking out of my mind because I was dreaming where I was, but where I wasn't where I was dreaming.
Right.
So when they woke me up, I had no clue where I was at.
Right.
So the cops were sure that I was high, so they took me to the police station. They drug tested me like 6 times, and I kept coming up clean. So they wanted some blood, and they started freaking me out when they wanted blood.
Yeah.
So I started freaking out, and they ended up taking me to a hospital, right? To a psychiatric hospital.
Right.
So the bottom line was this last day I was high, I had been up like 6-7 days, right? But I hadn't gotten high in like 3 days.
Right.
So I'm in San Francisco, and I'm sitting in front of this homeless shelter, right?
Well, so where is that? Going Gay Street? Downtown?
I don't even know, man. I don't even know.
TLs?
I'd have to look at my hidden.
I
I had to look at my hidden messages. So I'm downtown, right?
Yeah.
And this brother felt bad for me, so he gave me a piece of bread. And the bread, if you ever eat bread from a shelter, it's kind of hard. It's a little bit hard.
Right.
It's like the stuff off the shelves, right? So I'm eating this bread, and I'm choking on the bread, right? I'm trying to swallow the bread, and I'm crying. I'm crying because I'm like where my life went. I mean, I used to work for the county.
Right.
I worked for the county. I had a good job. I was doing comedy all over the California. I owned my own home.
Right.
I went from all that to nothing and being on that curve, and I was crying, and I said,
can I ask you,
Yeah.
before this point right here, were you using drugs before? Was this a relapse?
It was a relapse. I had 7.5 years clean.
Right, okay. So,
I never seen crystal meth.
Right, so you're doing comedy, you're doing.
I was working for the
You're
county.
working, you got your own house.
Got my own house.
You got your life is set.
My life is set.
You took that one hit
Took that one hit. One hitter quitter.
and had you in San
I
Francisco by the homeless
said I'm
shelter.
gonna do a little bit. I'm gonna try it. Someone showed me some crystal meth. That's why you gotta watch out who you hang out with
Right.
or where you go. Right?
Right.
Someone showed me some crystal meth, and I was like, I'm just gonna do a little piece of it, and try it out. And from that day on, it was all bad news.
Right.
And that's how the hidden messages started coming.
Right.
So what happened was, what it is was, I was on that curve and I said, God, I don't know how you're going to change my life. I don't even know where to start. Like, I have no clue. Should I get up off this curve? You know, what do I do? Do I walk left? Do I walk right?
Yeah.
And I said that prayer, and I feel like my prayers have been answered. When I think about it, you know,
Right.
when I hit those 12 years, I remember being on that curve, being penniless,
Right.
not knowing how I'm gonna get back to Stockton. The messages never told me.
To
Like,
go
I
back,
thought, that,
right.
yeah, I thought there was gonna be a ride, you know, or a plane ticket,
Yeah.
or something. Did I ever tell you? This is another story. I'm gonna tell you the kind of stories I got. You guys want to hear this story? If Nicolette and Jess are listening, I told them this story before. A couple people know this story. One time when I was super high, the hidden messages told me to go to the San Francisco airport, right? So I drove to the San Francisco airport.
You drove.
I drove there.
To South San Francisco. Okay.
South San Francisco. Is that
Right.
where it's at?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm a South San Francisco, right?
Yeah.
So I get out my car, I go up, and I said, and the messages told me to buy a plane ticket to Denver, Colorado.
So you parked the car right where they drop people off at?
No, I parked the car in a parking garage. I told you, I was out there, but I was like an organized out there. You know what I'm saying?
You're
I wasn't just crazy. I was
Functioning addict.
Yeah, I was a functioning crazy addict.
Yeah.
So I parked my car, and I go to San Francisco. This is a funny story. I don't even know if this ever happened to anybody. Any listeners out there? I don't know if this ever happened to you. So I park my car. I go and buy a ticket cash. I got cash on me because I had a lot of cash on me.
Right.
So I buy a ticket to Denver, Colorado. My nephew lives in Denver, Colorado. I'm gonna go talk to my nephew. Maybe he knows something about the hidden messages.
Right.
Right. This is real talk. This is real talk. This is my life. I know you're over there laughing, Renee, but this is my life. So I get up. I buy a ticket to Denver. I get in the airplane. I'm in the airplane. They start loading up the airplane, right?
Yeah.
Start making all this noise in the airplane. I freak out, and I think that they're killing people. They got bodies in the airplane, right?
Yeah.
So I get up. They close the door, and I said, look, I got to get off this airplane.
Right.
And the lady is like, can you please?
Right.
So the lady says, sir, where is your luggage? I go, I have no luggage. All of a sudden, a guy gets up. I guess he's one of those air marshals.
Right.
He's a plainclothes guy,
Right,
but he had a gun on him.
Yeah.
And he says, you have no luggage? I go, no. So he reaches in his pocket and pulls out a thing and says, this is a code 3, right?
Right.
They shut the airplane off, right? They unload the whole airplane. They unload me. They got me in handcuffs, right?
Oh
Right. They unload the whole airplane. Next thing I know, they radio and some military show up. Some military guys show up, right?
Right.
They take me downstairs and they're questioning me. Where's your luggage? We want to know where your luggage is, right? It's weird. It's just odd that you would get on an airplane with no luggage, right? So I tell them, I start crying at that point. I want to act like a tough guy, guys, but I start crying at that point. Now I'm scared, right?
Yeah. Hey, did you have your mustache at this time too? And you're crying?
So I'm crying. I'm like, man, I just want to go home, man. I just want to go home. I'm sorry I messed with you guys, man. You know, the hidden messages told me to come here. And what ends up happening is they take me in this room and they have these things. I guess they're like for radiation or something, right? These little wands things. They're not like metal detectors.
Right.
They're like, and they're checking me see if I have any
Toxic,
any bomb
Any
residue or
poison,
something.
right.
Right. So they keep questioning, where are you going? Why'd you get on the airplane? And finally, they said, okay. After about an hour or 2 hours of questioning me, they said they just shook their head and they called San Francisco PD. So San Francisco PD picks me up, but I have no warrants. I never been in trouble.
Right.
I didn't get in trouble when I was high. I wouldn't commit no crimes.
Right.
So the San Francisco PD runs my name and they said, you know, you got no warrants. There's nothing on you. He said, okay, we just want you to get out of here. At this point, we want you to leave. So the funny part was, when they were questioning me in the beginning and they had me handcuffed, right?
Yeah.
All the people had to get off the airplane and they were just staring at me like,
Yeah.
like you son of a biscuit.
Right. Messed up our flight.
You messed up our flight, man.
Like, right.
Everybody was staring at me like, you loser. What's wrong with you, man?
How are you looking back? How are you looking back?
I was like, I don't even remember.
Bro, you're Mexican. You're 6'2". 6'4". You want to get off the plane.
The plane.
You're downstairs crying.
Crying. I was a co-gangster at that point. I'm crying. Please let me go.
Yeah.
I won't come here no more. So the San Francisco PD walks me to the front of the airport, and they're like, "Man, just get out of here." And I walked away. Doody.
Left your car there?
Just another day. No one got my car.
Okay.
Yeah. Drove home.
Okay.
Yeah.
Drove back out here.
That was what it was like for me getting high.
Wow.
It wasn't fun.
Right.
Kay Marie says, "Oh hell no."
What's up, Kay?
What's up, Kay? Yeah. So when I hit 12 years, right?
Right.
I'm at work. I work in an office.
Yeah.
I got a pretty respectable job. I have a good job. Shouts out to everybody who works with me, does the work. I'm a case manager.
Right.
I work with people. So when I work with people, I understand what the struggle's like to get clean.
Right.
And I think about that day and those times when I had nothing, right? And I didn't know where to start, where to begin. It just all hit me today.
Right. Let me ask you, how many years were you out there actually getting high? Because you didn't get high for long, did you?
No, man. You know what's really weird? What's really weird is if you count all the days that I got high,
Yeah.
I'm 51 years old.
Right.
I might have gotten high for 5 years out of my life.
But you hit the bottom quick.
Quick.
Quick as hell.
Quick.
Yeah.
Quick.
Went from 0 to 100 real quick.
0 to 100 real quick.
Right.
And it's really weird is that I didn't know that the drugs affected me like that. But you know how you know when the drugs affect you like that?
How's that?
When you got a lot of dope, right, in your pocket, and no one wants to get high with you.
Right.
You're like,
Right.
"Hey, bro, do you want to get high?" They're like, "No, man, I'm good." You know,
Right.
I'm gonna sleep tonight. You know?
And for an addict to do that, it really
For an
tells you
addict to do
something.
that,
Right.
yeah. And I couldn't find anybody to get high. And then I had someone that cared about me. I had someone say, "Hey, Reggie, I'm gonna tell you what's going on, man. You go to red right away. You go somewhere else. When you get high, you have a chemical imbalance, and it's all bad."
Right.
So I mean, that kind of broke my heart. It's kind of cool. I mean, it's kind of hard when you don't fit in with society. So then you hang around drug addicts, and then drug addicts don't want to hang out with you.
Dang.
Yeah.
Then you're a lone wolf.
Yeah, that's kind of effed up.
That is kind of effed up.
Katie,
Yeah.
Katie says, "So proud of you, babe," with hearts.
I love you, babe. Yeah. So Katie's she's been through the most with me, man.
Right.
Yeah. So these 12 years, when I reflect, so now what I'm doing now, Dre, that's why it's important for me to help the community, right? And give back. I'm starting to do a lot of comedy for benefits.
Okay.
Like, I'm not worried about doing my own comedy shows, and I don't go and travel a lot. I got a couple shows booked this year.
Yeah.
And I do a lot of, I'm actually going to do a benefit next, the 24th, you said? When is Joe Salas's?
It is the 24th at Superfish.
Yeah, I'm gonna do a guest spot, right?
Okay.
I'm trying to help out the community. I want to try to, give back. I'm really into stop the violence campaigns, like the
Okay,
ones that
right.
the Cali's Angels represent. I want to help bring awareness, right? So a lot of these things, a lot of people, like, there's so much you can do. I feel like there's so much was done for me. People that cared about me, my cousin Joanne, all my friends in Narcotics Anonymous, all these people who supported me, came and helped me. Now it's like, well, what can I do to give back to the community? And so I'm always constantly looking for ways
Right.
to help people without saying, hey, I'm the one. Like, I don't want to be the front guy. I'm not a spokesperson. Like, it's hard for me to be like, I'm a lead us, but I don't want to be on a platform where I'm the spokesperson. I'd rather like, if Dre, you're already doing something, well, let me lend all my help and my resources. Let me help you do what you do well. And that's what I like about Kelly's Angels so much, is because I get to get behind Jamie, right? Who I believe in. Jamie's a mover and a shaker. He's
Right.
everywhere. He's everywhere. That guy is in every, shouts out to Jamie. He's in everything that's involved with the impact of the community,
Right.
homicide, victims. So it's like, how can I get behind you and help you? How can I lend all my resources, bring everything that I have and that's why the show's important. The show on the June 22nd plug, Civic Auditorium. How can we got some excellent people coming down. Dennis Gazziola, who's one of the cleanest comics in comedy, travels with Fluffy, been on Stand Up Revolution, Comedy Central, BET. Juan Villarreal has been on HBO. I don't think he's ever been in Northern California.
Right.
Performed all over LA, all over Louisiana, Texas, all the southern states, coming all the way to Stockton. We got Key Lewis, is originally from SAC, lives in LA, been on TV One, Comedy Central, been on all these things, and they're all coming to Stockton, and we're all trying to rally around and help one another.
So what are you getting paid from this benefit you're doing?
Well, I'm getting paid, but most of the proceeds are going to Kelly's Angels.
Okay, for what? For what again?
For homicide victims of homicide.
Okay,
So that are impacted.
Mostly
so kids.
children.
Yeah.
Right. Okay.
Yeah. So the comedians that are coming are getting paid.
The communities, but the vast majority of that money is going towards back to the community.
Right.
It's going back to those kids that have been through homicides and been through.
They're going through programs that help them.
Right.
Yeah.
And that's very detrimental, I believe.
Yeah.
Because Stockton the homicides has a big impact, especially on the kids that's out here right now.
Right.
And so
what I'm saying is that lend your resources, right?
Right.
Lend yourself the help. Get yourself the help. Use your platform. Use what you have to give back to the community. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
And anybody could do it. Anybody could do it.
So Kelly's Angels taps in. He has prayer hands, lots of prayer hands, and Jess Garcia says it's gonna be lit.
Right.
What's up, Jess?
Yeah. So the thing is that Dre, where I'm at with 12 years clean, is that if you guys want to call me up, I'm very accessible. You can get a hold of me on Facebook, Thuggdork page. I already have 5,000 friends on Facebook. But if you have any kind of benefits, anything that you need me to show up and do, I've done a lot for the. I try to do stuff with the Native Americans that are doing a lot of different things in the community, with the Chicano community.
Right.
It doesn't matter what ethnic group you belong to. If I could come out and I could help and I could lend my skill to help you, and it doesn't conflict with the things that I'm doing,
Right.
Then
You're willing to do that.
I'm willing to do that.
You're willing to give your time in.
Correct.
Your time in.
Correct.
That's good, man.
Yeah. So what I'm doing, that's why I'm pushing so hard, because I'm pushing this show so hard because Jamie, Kelly's Angels, he survives on, I believe he has a couple grants, but he survives on fundraising most of the time. His program survives on fundraising.
Right.
So that's why it was important for me to collaborate with him, because it's a collaboration.
Right.
Let's do this together. I could have done my own show. I did my own show at the arena. I could have done my own show, but how can I collaborate with someone and where it's going to benefit their program, is going to benefit the community. Right.
Kelly, he says it's for children impacted by homicide.
Right.
Because his sister was murdered and she left behind 4 children.
Right. And that's what he said. And his sister had 4 children.
Yeah.
That I'm aware of.
No. That's what he said when he was on the show.
He said for children impacted by homicide, but us knowing his story, I know it was he started it because his sister had gotten murdered.
Shouts out to Kelly, R.I.P.
That's where.
And I have a connection. Right? And I have a connection. I have a connection to Kelly.
Right.
Yeah.
It's really weird how Stockton works. My cousin actually has a child with Kelly.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah.
So your cousin,
and I've known Jaime since.
So it hits home.
So your cousin,
I've known Jaime since.
Your cousin is one of the kids that got
the
impacted.
early '90s. Huh?
Your cousin is one of the kids that got impacted then.
Correct.
Right.
So I think it's really important because, especially with the lens, what's happening right now in Stockton, what's happening with the people that all the violence that's been happening, the 2 young people that got killed, and shouts out to Jamie. He gave out the 3 people that got killed and in Eastside Stockton, the young people.
Wow.
He donated some tickets. We donated some tickets for their fundraising.
Wow. I didn't even know about it.
Yeah. So there's a lot of people out there that's still getting killed, man. There's a lot of killing that's going on in Stockton. So we got to step up, because I feel like I'm a mover in the community. People like me, people like you, we got to step up and bring awareness to this thing.
Right.
So we got to do our part. So if there's anything that I could do, I encourage anybody to get a hold of me, man. Let's do it.
Right.
Motek,
Even if it's something small. Even if it's
Norman
something
Perez,
small.
any of you guys out there that are doing stuff, that are getting involved, if you need my help, and I could do it, if it's within my means, let me call my agent. I'm just kidding. Katie, are you listening? My agent, and then let's do it.
Right. I can help too. I can put up some chairs or something.
Yeah, you help me with every show.
Yeah. You know.
But you're out there, and your girlfriend Nikki is a big help.
Yeah, right.
She's been out there promoting.
Right.
On the ground.
Right.
I'm talking about grassroots.
Right.
Street team, a one woman street team.
I think she found her niche. Promoting marketing.
Yeah, a one woman street team.
Yeah.
You know, and I want to give a shout out to Bebo and
what's up, babe?
She tapped in.
Who did?
Bebo.
She did. And a shout out to Bebo who's been helping, and Sylvia Perez.
People?
Becca.
Oh, Becca. They
all tapped in.
Yeah, people have been telling me that they've been seeing flyers around Stockton. These people have been handing out all the flyers. Me and you are going to hand out flyers at the car show.
Right.
April 28th at the Loretta Car Show.
Hey, I went to go. I was trying to hand out some flyers at the Shell's gas station. I didn't know you were plugged in with them already. The one by your house.
Yeah.
They was like, oh, Reggie, we know him. I was like, oh, okay. Yeah.
So we've been getting a lot of people, a lot of help, but we still need a lot of support. We have a lot of chairs to fill.
Right.
In the with the program, not to throw all our business out there, right? Yeah. But we just got out of the red.
Good.
So it takes a lot. I mean, our payroll for this show is humongous.
Right.
It's humongous to bring these guys down. We got to put them in a hotel. Some of them we got to pay their travel.
Right.
It's a lot. And
people, if you don't have your tickets, please get your tickets because it's going to a good cause. Plus, I'm trying to see that top row get filled.
Boom.
Let's fill that top row up.
And right now I'm going to send a special shout out to our sponsors. Robles Auto Repair.
California Credit Hero.
Bridge Bay Auto Insurance.
Stay Sharp Barbershop.
Stockton Monuments.
Valley Mixers.
Tiger Den Kennels.
Coaches HVAC.
Mr. D's.
Revamped Signs and Designs.
Tombstone Run.
Mr. D's Pizza Hubs.
Best Deal Tire and Service in Tracy.
Warner Properties. Henry G. Urales.
Yep, that's it. So I just want to send a shout out to everybody. All I'm saying is, man, I got 12 years clean. I appreciate all the feedback on Facebook.
So what you doing today?
I'm going out. You guys, what are you guys doing? What are you and your lady doing?
I don't know yet. I didn't have any plans.
Yeah, so that's what I'm just gonna grab a bite to you, my lady. You're
okay.
welcome.
Yeah. Let me know. I'll probably go home and throw something else on.
Okay. So shouts out to Kelly's Angels for tapping in. Shouts out to all the like I said. I challenge you this year. This has been my whole thing. If you have something going on and you need help and we can collaborate, let's do something together to better the community.
And shouts out to Rodney for keeping us lit up in here.
Hey.
Yep. All right. So with that, we're gonna end. Good night.
Peace.
Welcome to my city, Stockton, where the weak bees
Well, so you a
methamphetamines. Crack cocaine, heroin, PCP, but they clean up nice and they gon' be free. What once was a bill ain't stuck in the mud. We're a city on the rise, bringing in new blood. Pacific Rim riding in high tide, bringing in new business on a mobile slide.
What's up? This is Reggie Galindo, a.k.a. Thuggdork with Seriously Funny, and my boy Dre.
What's up?